In this video, we'll talk about null versus undefined. We'll try to understand the difference between null and undefined, and this is one of the important topic from the interview point of view. So undefined, if a variable is declared but not initialized or assigned any value, then JS automatically initialize it with undefined. We already seen this. We'll see in a while again. And null, it is a special data type which represents nothing or a empty or a value unknown, and null is always assigned explicitly, where undefined is automatically initialized, but null you have to assign a value explicitly. Then the type of undefined is undefined, but the type of null is object that we already seen in the previous video. And the third important point here to remember is when we compare that undefined and null with a equal operator, it's true. And when we compare it with a triple equal to operator, it's false. So let's go to our code editor and try to understand first between the equality operators, and then we'll try to understand the undefined and null again. So I'm back to my editor and we'll first try to understand the equality operator. So equality comparison. So there are two types of comparison in equality. One is normal comparison and the second one is strict comparison. First, let's try to understand normal comparison. In normal comparison, we use double equal to symbol to compare two values. So if I say console.log, then I'm comparing whether 3 double equal to 3 or not. So it says yes, it's equal. And if I say again console.log Nikhil equal to Nikhil, it's false because it's small and it's capital, and I'll change it to small. It's print yes, true. So this is the normal comparison, but there is a catch with a double equal to operator. It compares only the value, not the type. So where it gets failed, now if I change this 3 to the string of 3, it still pass. Now you see it's printing true here, but the data type is different. First one is of type number, the second one is type of string. So normal comparison only compare the value. Okay, I'll wrote it down here. Only compare value. Let's go to the strict comparison. That compare we use 3 equal sign and it compares value plus data type. So now if I copy paste the same example again and I'll change it to triple equal, now it immediately throws false because it's checking value are same, yes, but types are same, no, that's why it's throwing false. So immediately if I change this string to number again, it prints the true again. So this is all about the comparison, and we always prefer strict comparison. In LWC we never use the normal comparison. Okay, and it helps you to avoid the bugs. Okay, now I'll come back to our main topic, that is null versus undefined. So first we'll talk undefined. So we already know undefined is when a variable is declared but not initialized. So JavaScript by default assign a value undefined, and you can see if I declare a variable without initializing it, it throws undefined, and if I create a variable y and assign a value null, and we'll create a variable with null by explicitly assign a null value to a variable. And I'll say console.log y, it prints null. So x is there, y is there. Now let's compare this. X double equal to y, and here it prints true. The reason is, in actual, undefined is also a value that is unknown, and in null also the value that is not existing. So that's why it's checking the value only, not the type. So that's why it's printing true. But as soon as you convert this into triple to operator, it starts checking, okay, type of x that is undefined, and type of y is y value is null, so type of y is object, so it throws false. So this is the difference between the null and the undefined. And always never assign a value undefined explicitly. This is not a good practice. Always assign null if you want to send a unknown value or empty value, I would say. Never assign undefined. Undefined always assign automatically by JS engine, and null is assigned explicitly. So this is what we discussed and we seen in our code editor. I'll repeat it again. Double equal, this operator does value comparison. Example, 100 double equal to 100. It's true here because it's not checking the data type. And triple operator does the value plus data type comparison that we see. So in the next video, we'll talk about the spread operator. So I'll see you in the next video.